What was the role of Irish people here? So some sources actually say that up to maybe half of the colonial forces were Irish. You suggest that might be exaggerated. And then, of course, there was Irish on the other side as well for the redcoats.
Untangling the Irish role in the American Revolution is really complicated. Let's start with perhaps the easy part of this. Irish migrants to America had been arriving throughout the colonial period. Perhaps surprisingly, relatively few of them were Irish Catholics. A great many of them were Irish Presbyterians who resented being treated as second-class Irishmen by Irish Episcopalians, Church of Ireland, and had the means to relocate to the American colonies, which required financial capital that Irish Catholics didn't have. So many Irish Americans on the eve of the war are of Presbyterian ancestry. They call themselves the Scotch Irish, because some of them are originally Scottish ancestored. And when war breaks out, they have a choice to make. They're going to side with the American loyalists and the British king and profess their loyalty to the British institution, or are they going to side with their patriot neighbors and try to reduce British influence over the American colonies? And I would say that most Irish Presbyterians, most Scots-Irish migrants to America choose the Patriot side. Remember, they've already tried to remove themselves from direct oversight by the British in Ireland. They flood into the ranks of George Washington's army, so much so that rumors spread that, 50% of Patriot troops are Irish Americans. I do think that's exaggerated, but if the real number is 30%, it's still really high, right?
Yeah.
If there are 2 million white colonists in America, and if 200,000 of them end up in the Patriot forces, if 30% of those 200,000 Irish American, that's a significant show of anti-British feeling by those Irish Americans.
Do we know if there was any Irish Catholics in the early waves of immigration? Were any of the colonial forces actually Catholic, or were they mostly Scots-Irish?
There certainly are Irish Catholic people in the American Patriot Army. A small number of George Washington's senior officers, wow, Irish Catholic. But I just want to remind folks that to migrate from Ireland to the American colonies in the colonial period takes a degree of capital. It's not free. And the simple fact is that many Irish Catholics who would love to migrate to the American colonies don't have the financial means or wherewithal or opportunity to do so, which is why the migration streams are dominated by slightly better off Irish Presbyterians.